Welcome to Heal with the Real, the podcast where real stories spark real healing. I'm your host, Amanda Hagan. In each episode, we sit down with incredible individuals who've journeyed from surviving to thriving. These are raw, powerful, and often untold stories of people who faced domestic abuse, trauma, and adversity and found purpose, freedom, and healing on the other side. Whether you're on your own recovery journey or supporting someone else through theirs, this space is for you. There's no shame, no judgment, just honest conversations and practical tools, and a reminder that you are never alone. This is your time. Let's heal with the real. So my guest today is Qursam Hina, and it's been a beautiful honour to meet you. And we'll get into how I came to meet you. But yeah, do you want to just do a little bit of an introduction, a bit about your background, and yeah, where you're from and everything else?
I'm 25. First of all, my name is Qursam Hina, and I'm 25 years old. I came from Pakistan last year in 2025, 2024. Sorry. So I was born and raised in Pakistan, and I was married in 2023, and then my I came to UK in 2024 and started living with my family and. You want to tell my introduction, or you want me to continue?
Yeah, just so what was it like for you living? So tell me a little bit about your childhood and living in Pakistan and what it was like for you.
Yeah, so unlike many other children, my childhood was not very common, because my mother was murdered when I was 10 or 11 years old. And we today till now we don't know who did it, and why it was done. My aunt and my sister, who were in England that time, they were living here. They wanted to know who it was, so that they know that who did it and what was their purpose and whatever it was for. But they didn't, because everyone told them, if you if you try to know, maybe the family or the person who did that may actually target the kids now, because they are all alone in Pakistan, and you might know what happens next. So my aunt and my sister, they were a bit scared, just because of us. And they let it go. And then I since childhood, I wanted to become someone that my family would be proud of. And I thought, maybe if I don't have a mom, but I have a parent. I have a dad. And maybe he will help me, and I will grow and become. I always wanted to become a software engineer. And so I decided to study computer science in my school. And and my dad, he was very supportive with me. But he said that he thought that maybe a mom, they might need a mom, so that it will be easy for them to uh, start living, because we were too young. And I had a little brother who didn't even actually know how to use toilet on his own. And my elder brother, who he was just like 16, 17 years old. And my dad thought, maybe another woman who they might need her, so that she will make their life even more easier. So he married someone. And that wasn't like he thought it would be. She turned her life miserable. whenever my dad used to be at home, she would act very polite, and he so that she could win his trust. And we all knew what she was up to, because she was very different when he was not around. She would shout at us. She once tried to hit me, but I started crying loud, and I called my sister that she's trying to hit me. And I tried to scare her away. I told my brother that I told everyone that she is trying to hit me. And and that actually worked for me, because she was scared. And she didn't try to hit me again, but she just continuously shouted at me. My childhood was full, like every time, all the time she shouted at me. And it was unbearable. And I it was very difficult for me to stay in that house. I actually wanted to live on my own, so that I could focus on my life and my goals. And so that I requested my sister that I want to do a software engineer course, and I want to go to another city, because in the city where I was living, they didn't have a proper university. So I thought maybe there is a chance that I can go out and live on my own, so that I can be out of all these this thing. And so my sister and my aunt and my cousin, they were supporting me. And I went to another city in Lahore. I went, and I started my career in software engineering there. um
Kirsten, can we go back to when you first lost your mum and you were 10? So
yeah,
how many siblings are there altogether? So you mentioned your younger brother and older brother. So
yeah.
is there just three siblings?
No, I actually have four. We are four siblings, two brothers and two sisters. My sister, we have a quite age difference. She was married when we were young, so she came here in UK. She is actually married to my cousin, my first cousin. They live here. And she went. She left us when I was in like first grade. And
How old were you then in first grade?
I think I was 6 or 7 years old. I can't remember exactly, but I was 6 or 7 years old when she left. She came to UK, and she was living with her family, and she was happy with them. And me, my two brothers, we were living with my mom. My dad was actually a military officer, so he used to stay out. And me and my brothers, with my mom, we were living alone in a city, because my mother wanted us to be well educated. And so we there have good jobs, and we will have good future. So that's why she wanted us to live um, alone from everyone else in my relatives and family. So we were living in a separate city, far from everyone else.
Wow. So when
Yeah.
you are 10 years old, and how did you receive the information about your mum? How did that?
Yeah, I'll actually tell you that day we were having summer holidays. It happened in July in 2011. Yeah, we were having our summer holidays, but we were going on like a home tuition. We used to go
What was that? Sorry, at home?
a home tuition.
Oh, tuition.
Yeah, tuition. So we used to go to somebody's house, and she used to teach us. So me and my younger brother, we were supposed to go to tuition that day. And me and him left. Just before leaving, my mom told me that she is going to meet her sister. in a different city. And she will bring my younger cousin as well with her, so that we can play with her. And I insisted that, please, I want to go with you. She said that, no, I will come today. So you don't need to leave the you don't need to do a holiday from the tuition. So I said, okay, fine, but you have to come today. You promise you that you will come. She said that, yeah, I will come, don't worry. It is just for some hours, I will leave. So I said, yeah, okay, fine, meanwhile I'll come back from tuition and then you will be back home. She said that, yeah, pretty much I'll come back at that time. So we went to tuition, and my elder brother, he was at home at that time. He was watching TV. And he told that after you guys left, my mother, she also left after like an hour. And then he also knew that she is leaving and meeting her sister. So yeah, after we came back, my mom already prepared food for us so that we can come and eat afterwards. We ate, and I knew that she is gonna come. So we spent a whole day with my I spent a whole day with my brothers. We were just playing in the house. We didn't go out much because it's summers, and it was very hot in Pakistan. And in the evening, I was really worried because she was not here. So I went to my uh, the neighbors. I told that, please, can you call my mother, because she's in home and she was supposed to come today. And they said that maybe she wanted to live there, maybe she will spend a night and she will come back tomorrow. But I said that, no, no, please, I insist you, I want she said that she will come today. And I'm feeling a bit worried. She can't leave us alone for a night. And then my neighbors, he called my aunt. And my aunt actually told that she isn't here, she didn't come today. And we were surprised, because we know she left to come to their house. But she said that, no, she isn't here. Maybe you can try call somebody else. She has other sisters as well. They live around the city. So my neighbors, they helped us calling everyone in the family. But everybody said that, no, she isn't here. And then they called my sister, and that their mom is nowhere, and we have called everyone. And then they called my father as well. He came the next day, and he tried finding her, looking around in the city, but couldn't. Then they reported to police and everybody else, everybody else as well, that if you find a woman, and please inform us. Then after like 6 to 7 days, we received a call from another city, and they said that they found a body. And maybe if my father can identify if it's her or not, because they said that they have a piece of cloth. But they buried her as soon as they find, because the body was in the water. And it was in the water for a very long time. And that's why they buried her. And they kept her clothes with them, so that if anybody comes finding, so that they can show the piece of cloth to them. So then they gave my father a piece of cloth. And
Take your time.
bring that cloth to the house. And I saw that. I told, yeah, that's that's the clothes she was wearing. And uh, and uh, then the police told that they found her body in a canal, and somebody reported that they saw a body, and as soon as we came, as then we took the body out of the water. It was not in the condition to keep, so that's why they buried right away, and that's how we found.
Wow. So as a 10-year-old hearing that, I mean, it's obviously very upsetting for you today. Um, how did you feel? You know, your mum's not returning. How do you feel at that moment, and how do you move through that? Because at a very young age, that's, I can't imagine what that must be like.
Yeah, at that time I didn't use I wasn't accepting the news. I thought maybe there's somebody else, that maybe that the this clothes is from somebody else. Maybe there are people buy clothes from markets, and they are, maybe it's the same one that my mother has bought. But then I always used to think maybe she will come back, maybe she will come after a year, maybe she is living with somebody else, maybe she forgot to come home. But but in my head I but in my head I always used to think that why would she leave us? She know that we are not, we can't take care of us, and she shouldn't have done that. But till now I think it's almost like 20 years now. She isn't back, and I always used to pray, maybe there is a way, maybe she can return, maybe we were we maybe there was somebody else. And now, after like so much time has passed, maybe maybe it was her then, if she isn't returning back. And I always, it makes me so angry and mad that whoever done that, they should know that they have kids at home who are waiting for her.
Yeah. So did you get any support with grief at that time?
Sorry, yes, what with?
With grief,
Yeah,
with the loss?
yeah, my sister, she came right away to Pakistan, and she stayed with us for quite a long time, but she had to return back because she was pregnant. And so she went away, and then my aunts, they came to live with us. And later, then my father thought, maybe, nobody's gonna stay with us, so I should take this step and marry somebody else. Maybe she would take care of my kids. But that didn't turn out to be as he thought.
So it's just like a continuous journey of trauma, because you've lost your mum, your dad's remarried, this person who you were hoping, or your dad was hoping, that would bring the family back together again and
Yeah.
support the children and siblings, turned out to be just as abusive.
When I was married, I was actually very very happy, because uh, I thought maybe I'll get a new family, and they will love me, and we will all live with family, like how I ever wanted to be, like in since my childhood. I had brother-in-law, sister-in-laws, so I had everyone, and I thought maybe they will accept me as a family, and I'll have a good future, because UK is full of opportunities for my career as well, and I was so happy that I will get everything I ever imagined. I'll get my career, I'll get family. My sister is living right across my house, and I don't need to worry about anything now, and my life is all sorted now. I was very happy, but soon as I came here, that didn't turn out to be as much as I thought.
Can we get onto that in a minute? Just talk me through your education, because this was really positive, and I want to. So even though this was going on for you, and he married this woman that made your life hell, in the background you were still going to university, you were still doing your college degree. Was it a degree?
Yeah.
A bit about that.
Yeah, so my mom, she always wanted us to study in a good college, good school. She chose the best school in the city, and at that time, everybody said that the college, the administration is Christian at that time, and it was actually a convent of Jesus and Mary High School, and everybody said that that's not a religious school, that the kids should be going. But my mom, she knew that this school is best for them, because apart from religious point of view, the school is very good for their studies and for the future. So we continued studying there. And when my dad married the woman, she also started making false allegation against us, that they are not following their religion and they will lose whatever has been taught to them. But still we stick to the thing that no, my mom said that we have to study there, and we did study there. Then I left my school. I always wanted to become a software engineer, so I chose computer over biology. So everybody started saying that computer, you can't study the computer, it's not for, there is no future here in Pakistan. But I said no, I always ever, this is what I want to do, and this is what I like, so I will study computer science. So I completed my my school in computer science. And then my sister said that you should start doing pre-engineering in college. Maybe that would be easy for you, for in future. So I started studying FSC. It's like intermediate in Pakistan, but with engineering, not with the biology, not with the medical. So I completed that while I was in the same house. Then I went to another city, and I started studying software engineering in a university in Lahore.
Nice. So did you go there on your own, or did you go with siblings, or how old were you when that happened?
Yeah, my brother, he was already studying in another university in Lahore, and he helped me a little bit about choosing my careers and choosing the university that would be best for me. Then I was actually living all alone with my friends, whom I met in the college. So we went to same hostel, but she was studying another course, and I started studying software engineering. But I was living with my friends.
Nice. And so
Yeah.
that was the first time, I guess, where you were away from the
Yeah.
abuse.
Yeah.
And
As
it was kind of like, it feels to me like this was your next step in your growth journey.
Yeah.
And what was the hostel like, living in there? And was it a big hostel? Was there many people?
Yeah, it was a big hostel. I think there were 200 girls living there. It
Wow.
was within the university, so it was a university's accommodation. And the house where I came from, it was far better. The hostel was far better. The girls always used to complain that we can't find a proper food, and there is that we can't, it's very difficult for us to live in the hostel. But for me it was easy, because the house where I came from, it was very difficult to live over there rather than living in a hostel. Actually, although I didn't have a good family, but I always have good friends around me. My siblings and my friends, they all helped me a lot throughout my life journey.
Nice, nice.
Yes.
So then so you've done so what did you come away with at the end of the university?
I came as a software engineer.
Amazing.
Yes.
And then what was the next step after that?
Yeah, as soon as I left my university, I was looking for a job as a software developer. So there was a software house nearby university. So I went there, I gave interview, and they actually told us that they are training some university freshers for so that they can choose their career. So there was so that they said they have only a position in the backend development, but they will help us in the in like a full stack developer. So they will start from backend development, and then slowly they will gradually they will come to the full stack development. And but they said that they won't actually pay me, and I have to learn on my own. And so then I said that maybe it's a good opportunity, even that it's not paying, but I will have some skills. So I was more concerned about my skills rather than getting paid at that time. So I started going there for like I did for like month. uh, and then soon I realized that maybe they are not gonna offer me a job, because in Pakistan, they do like whoever, if you are related to them, then they will select you, or maybe if you bribe a bit, then they might select you. And I thought maybe that's not for me, because I didn't know anybody who would vouch for me at that time. So I left, and I joined another software house. That position was very different from what I was doing. But at that time I said that maybe there would be something that I should do rather than staying in the hostel alone, and looking for software developer jobs. It was very difficult for like a fresher to start finding a job, because everywhere I applied, they always say that they need a prior experience. And I didn't have any experience, because I was a fresh graduate at that time. And meanwhile, my family, they started applying for my visa here. So I thought maybe meanwhile I can do something else. So I joined as a business developer in another software house, and I did that for like 8 months. And I got that skill as well. I thought maybe it might help me in future, just in case, if in case I don't find anything in software development in UK, so I'll have a skill in business development. So yeah, I did that for 8 months, and after 8 months I came here in UK.
And did you get paid for that last job then? Was that,
Yeah, yeah,
oh,
I was
good,
actually
good,
getting.
nice. And
Yeah.
so tell me about how you came to the UK and how, what that journey was and why you came to the UK.
Yeah, I came to UK with to settle in with my family, my in-laws. I was actually very happy at that time, because I thought maybe I will find a family love, and something that I always wanted since my childhood. Uh, I just wanted love and peace, because there was no peace back in Pakistan. And my father tried. everything that he could to give us like peaceful peaceful home and everything, but he couldn't because of that single woman. And when I came to England, I thought I will be living near my sister, and won't be anything and any problem. And I knew maybe there might be some problems that girls face, because I come from Asian culture, and they always say that there are some challenges when the girl marries and starts living with her in-laws. Initially, there are some problems, and I in my head I knew I was prepared for that as well. But as soon as I came, it started they started doing same thing. They started shouting at me, and initially I thought maybe, yeah, it's okay if they are shouting at me, but I have to live there. I don't have any option. And if
Is that your in-laws?
yeah.
Is and so this is not the person that you were married to?
Yeah, initially it was my in-laws, but I tried talking to him. I said that maybe I'm married to him. Maybe he should know what's going on in the house, and he might help me. I tried talking to him. I used to text him while he was out that I wanted to talk to you about something, that your mom is always shouting at me. And he used to say that, yeah, don't worry, I'll talk to her, she won't do it again. But whenever I tell him, the abuse, the shouting that she used to do, that increases. and uh, and I wasn't I had no idea what's going on, because I always used to tell him that that I can't live in this atmosphere. That's not and no, and nobody should live like this, that actually that how I am living. He used to ignore me all the time. Whenever I used to sit with him, I always say that let's talk about I didn't want to bother him with the family problem that I was facing. But I said that maybe let's go out somewhere. And I thought, maybe in my head I thought, I am married to him, and I should focus on our future rather than living in the family and everything that was happening. So I tried try to resonate with him, but he always used to ignore me. He always used to play and game his games, and he would always ignore me by putting his headphones. And I had no option just to sit with him and do nothing. I always used to say that I am sitting with you. Can we please talk? And he said, no, I don't want to talk to you right now. I'm playing my game. And whenever I start any conversation with him, he always used to say, yeah, yeah, okay, fine. And soon I found myself talking alone in a room, and he didn't used to give any attention towards me.
Tell
And
me,
whenever
Kirsten, can you tell me like the before? So how did you become his wife? How did
yeah.
that even happen? Because you've come to England. Did you live with your sister at first? Or did
No,
you move straight in with your husband?
yeah, I was when I was in Pakistan. So this family, my in-laws, they were actually friends with my family in UK. So they came to their house, and my mother-in-law, she said that actually wanted my son to get married in Pakistan, and I am looking for someone who is right for him. and my aunt said, yeah, we I have uh, my aunt always used to say that you guys are my kids, and she said that I have my kids in Pakistan as well. I She said that she told about my elder brother. She told that yeah, I have an elder son and a daughter, and another son as well. So there are two son and one daughter in Pakistan, and and my daughter, she's actually studying in software engineering in Pakistan, and my son, he's graduated and he's planning to come here in UK. And so at that time, my mother-in-law, she was she knew my family. She said that maybe there is a chance that that she could she could arrange like a meeting, so that my family would agree on marrying, getting me married to him. So she went back to my father-in-law and told him about everything, and they know my family. They said they are good people, and maybe we can ask about.
Person, do you get to meet him before you marry, or how does it work?
Yeah, we actually I came to UK when I was when I was 13 years old. I came to UK to spend some holidays. So I met the family before, when I was a kid. When I came in 2013, they were also living here, and we met them before. So my sister, when I went back to Pakistan for my studies, she told me that you remember the family which came here, and there were kids, and he's now like a grown man now, and they actually wanted you to marry him. I was surprised at first, and I knew that my sister would choose best for me. So I trusted my family, and we started talking on WhatsApp initially. We talked on video calls as well, and at that time it wasn't that bad, and we were talking on phone all the time. We were texting, and he came in 2023 to Pakistan, and then we were married then.
Okay, so that was the first time that you met him in person after you'd been 13
Yeah,
when you got married.
yeah.
And what, because tell me about a little bit about the culture, because obviously we're in the UK and being a British culture, we get, we have a chance to meet our husbands, or or date them for years before we even decide to get into marriage. What's that like for you in Pakistan, and how does that work?
It's actually very different in our culture. We don't get to date the person we are going to marry, but we it's like we get to know that person, but we can't talk to him directly. But I was actually through the phone. The family which I come from is a bit religious, and I wasn't allowed to meet anyone with the intention of marrying someone. And it was always gonna be like arranged marriage. And my family, they support me that if I like somebody, I can tell, but I didn't find anyone. And so my sister, she found someone. And in Pakistan, actually, most of the people marries like the person they don't know. There are more like arranged marriages rather than love marriages. But in our culture, they always ask the girl first if she agrees or not, and there is always a choice for the girl as well, and the guy as well.
And what do you think about it now, looking back? Would you change that in any way?
Yeah, I would get to know the person more before marrying them, because I didn't know how, because at that time he was very sweet and very friendly guy. And most of the girls who I think who dates with the guys, they always put their fake face on while they are dating. And I have heard some cases in which the girls are dating the guy, and after they are married, he turns out to be different, and he is like a different guy before they were married. I think it's difficult to to analyze a person. And I don't have any idea how to, I actually didn't and date anyone, so I have no idea about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it must be really difficult. What, I mean, I don't know without looking into the statistics how many marriages fail because in with your culture in that situation, because you're right, you don't know that person till you live with them or
Yeah.
get to meet them, or you really get to know somebody, don't you, when you actually live with them. So just to not know somebody and then suddenly be married to somebody and living with them, believing
um
actually that you've had those phone calls and that things might be okay, and then all
yeah.
of a sudden you're in this situation.
Yeah, I believe that when a person first marries someone, the charm at that time, at the first when somebody meets someone, and if they are married, I think they are more likely to know each other at first initial days of their marriage. And maybe they can fall in love afterwards if they like them. And but in my culture, most of the girls, they don't know the guy they are going to marry. But if somebody is marrying someone, and they, the initial days that they get to know each other, I think that's very beautiful, beautiful thing, that they are married and they are getting to know each other. They are becoming friends now, and then slowly from friends they are turning to lovers. And maybe that makes the things more smooth and for in a relationship. Maybe that's a good thing. I don't have any idea about dating and
So
stuff like
let's
that.
go back to, so you're in a, now you're now in a marriage, you're living with the in-laws, they're being really difficult and unkind, not treating you well, and he's not listening to you, he's just ignoring you. What happened next for you?
At that time, I thought maybe that I thought maybe I chose a wrong person, because initially I thought that he's quite understanding, he's quite friendly. When we were talking to each other back in Pakistan, actually there was a 1 year gap when I came to UK, and at that time I thought maybe he is the one I was looking for. He is just like me, and he's very understanding, and he's very friendly, he's very polite guy. And but his politeness is way too much, because he was quiet all the time. Even if something wrong happens, he doesn't talk. And this shouldn't be happening. And when I was living with my in-laws, I always used to think that maybe this is the end. Maybe like I came the suffering this abuse from my childhood, now it's continuing. And I thought this is the end, I can't be here anymore. And I actually I tried to overdose myself. And I couldn't, because I thought, what will I tell to my mom at that time? What will she think? And I have to be brave for my family, and I have to brave for my for my father, he always told me that to, you know um, uh, be brave in every situation, don't be a coward, don't leave the situation, uh, and that you have to, tackle every problem, everything, more like.
I think that's a really important thing. I'll just give you a minute because I know that it's a really difficult point for you, and I'm sorry, Kirsten. But we're always told to be brave, to put on this brave face, to be strong. And we're always told not to show our emotions. And I think when we suppress our emotions, we just lock them one on top of each other, and we're not getting them out, and we're not expressing how we're feeling at that time. And I think it's so important to be able to express your emotions. So if you're feeling upset at that point, cry, and I don't need to be brave. I don't need to put on this brave face all the time. And it's through society's just told us that that's how we've got to be. And it isn't.
Initially I couldn't believe that the family is doing. I always used to tell them the my background, where I come from, and every abuse that I have suffered in back in Pakistan. I told every single thing to my mother-in-law, but she still she still chose to behave like that. And uh, and uh, actually my friends always used to say that you are a very strong girl, and like, you did your graduation, you studied so much, and with the background, with the family like that, nobody else could do that, and you are very strong. And we can't see anyone doing that, like losing a parent in a young age, and then gaining a bag that gaining that, that strength back again, and doing for yourself, and standing up for yourself in every situation. They always used to, encourage me to, do more for yourself, and focus on your goals, and do the best for you and your siblings and everyone. Be an example for people. Like, if anybody is facing something similar, be an example for them, and don't become a coward, and don't cry all the time. But I always used to think that that a person can't sometimes handle the same situation, that, like, that's enough for me, I can't take it anymore. At that time, when I was living with my in-laws, I said that that's enough, I can't take anymore. And I used to think that my future, nothing, there is nothing left, because this is the family. I was always thinking that I had a chance to, build a good relation with them, and be with them. And now I am married to them. I'm married to the to the person, and he doesn't care. And now there is nothing left for me. Now what will I do? I can't focus on my career because of the situation I'm living. And uh, and i was i was just living there, telling nothing to everyone, nothing to anyone. I didn't tell my sister, I didn't tell my brother, I didn't tell my friends what I was going through at that time, because they were expecting me to be strong, and someone, who can't do anything like that. Maybe I can't. I always wanted to, meet their expectations. And in my culture, a girl has to face the everything that their in-laws has to give them. But my religion, it doesn't tell that, keep suffering the abuse that you are suffering. And at that time it was too much for me, that I started, breaking down in front of them. I started crying, and and they, instead of stopping, they started making fun of me. and and uh, and I couldn't even, I was controlling my emotions at that time, that I shouldn't cry in front of them. Maybe they will make fun of me again and again, and it would make me bad. And uh, and uh, doing that, I started, uh, twitching on my left side of the body. I didn't tell anyone that I'm feeling that thing. And I actually had a panic attack before leaving that house. um all my left side of the body was like stiffen up, and it looked like I was having a stroke attack. But later on I found out that it was a panic attack actually. And when I was in the hospital, they helped me, and they treated me the way I always wanted to be treated. And it was so sad at the time that my own family, they didn't treat me the way I was. I was expecting them, and everybody else I met throughout my journey, except my family, my in-laws, and my stepmother, they treated me the way I always wanted to be treated. Even if it's my friends, even if it's my support workers, they treated me the way I always wanted to be treated. And
And the way that any human should be treated, any
yeah,
person,
I was
anybody, no
I was
matter.
expecting that all those treatments from my family, actually the people who I actually wanted, like my in-laws, my husband. But I couldn't get that treatment from them. And while I was in the hospital, a nurse came and she asked me that there is something else. There isn't a stroke. There is nothing wrong with your body, and maybe there is something with your mental health, and maybe you want to share something. Maybe there is something wrong happening to you. Maybe you don't want to share. You can talk to me. And at that time, I told her everything that was happening, because at that time I thought, if I didn't tell anything right now, then I won't get any chance afterwards. And I told her, and she helped me a lot. And she told my sister everything. My sister and my brother, they came to the hospital. And then uh, as soon as they found out, they said that, no, you are not living with that family now, and we will help you. But my sister, she lives right opposite to their house, and I couldn't live there. And uh, and I was taken away from them. I lived in the hospital for like 2 months. And then afterwards, I was sent in a refuge. And uh, and now I'm living in a refuge.
Nice. All right. Well, not nice, not nice that you've gone through that, but I mean nice that you're safe and that you're away from that awful experience that you've had to go through. You are one of the most beautifulest people that I've ever met, really. You are amazing, amazingly strong individual. And we so I or we met through the refuge, and you we came, myself and the researcher Shona, to the refuge to do some research on the software that we're developing for survivors of domestic abuse that need urgent therapy. So yeah, we met through that, and you were one of the people that were testing the software.
Yeah.
And it was amazing to be able to meet you. And now, as a result, you're part of our team. Um, so I'm just forever grateful for that meeting. And I think you meet people, things do happen for a reason sometimes. And I know that what you've been through has been terrible, but I think there is light now at the end of the tunnel. How are you feeling now?
Yeah, I mean, like, if life has taken everything from me, but still it has given me some, some beautiful chances and beautiful people. And now I am just focusing on my career, on my goal right now. And I want to support my brother who is alone in Pakistan. And I know he is alone, and he is always, telling me that you guys left me alone here, and you guys are actually doing fun. And he doesn't know anything about me, that how what I am being, whatever has happened to me. He doesn't know, because I didn't want him to know, because then he will be very worried about me. And I actually wanted him to, focus on his career. And I want him to become a software engineer like me. And I just want him to, focus on his career, and I want best for him as well.
So even after everything that you've gone through, you'd still wanting the best for other people. What about you? What about focusing on you now?
Yeah, I am focused on myself right now. And I want to become a successful software engineer, and want to be an example for the people like me, so that they will get like a good example for them, so that they can follow me. Or maybe they can know that how, if a person who has lived through so much difficult situations, and who has suffered a lot, but still is aiming to, uh, become a successful person, then why can't they do? And their life is beautiful. There are many beautiful people out there as well. We don't have to think about the abuse we have been through, and the people we met. There are bad people, but there are good people as well.
Yeah, there are. There definitely are good people.
Yeah.
And I'm blessed to come across such an inspirational young woman, because you're still only 25,
Yes.
and all the things that you have been through in your life is a lot, is a lot to deal with, isn't it? It's a lot. But I think you're at that other side now, and I do believe that you are going to have the most incredible life,
Yeah.
because
When I was living in the refuge, I lost my father as well. And at that time, I thought that what worse could happen. And right now I think I have nothing to lose. and I have to be someone, an amazing example for others. Just an amazing, a person who somebody looks and thinks that if she can do this, if she has been all if she has been through all those difficult times, then we can as well.
you're just an inspiration, honestly, Kursam. And what would you say to other women that are suffering in silence? Because, like you didn't speak up for a long, long time. What would you say to those people that may be in the same shoes as you right now? What would
Yeah,
you say?
I just want to tell them, don't be silent, don't suffer the abuse. We don't deserve to suffer that. Please tell somebody, even your friends, anyone. You should take help from anyone around that you trust. Maybe tell a stranger, maybe, that what I have been going through, and you don't deserve to be treated that way.
Did you know, can I just ask, did you know who to reach out to at the time when you were suffering in silence? Would you have known where to go?
No, at that time, I didn't know anything. I was new in the country, and even I didn't know if there are places like this that exist that help people who are going through the domestic abuse. At that time, I was actually in my in-laws. During I was living with them, I was working as a volunteer shop retailer, and my manager, I before leaving the house, the same day, when I had a panic attack, I told something to her. I told that how I was being treated, and she said that she might help me. But I told her, no, I don't want your help, because I thought at that time they will, she somehow, my mother-in-law or my father-in-law, the family will know everything. And I told her that, I will talk to you some other day. We will find any, we will I will talk to you some other day. But at the same day, I had panic attack, and I was taken to the hospital.
So don't live in fear. Don't live in fear. Speak up. Nobody should live in suffering and abuse. And thank you so much, because I know this has probably been a really difficult conversation for you today. And but you're a shining light for others. And I know that you're just going to go on to do amazing things. No, thank you. Thank you
Thank
so
you
much.
for supporting me and being with me all this time. Since you know me, you are a great help for me, and you are like a big support for me now. And I always wanted someone to be, as supportive as you are to me. And thank you so much for being
I,
always being there for me.
oh no, thank you. Thank you. I just I want to build, what we're building is for survivors by survivors. So the business has got to be all survivors included, and I know that we're gonna go on to help as many survivors that are going through the traumas that we've gone through, that you've lived, and you're going to be this amazing example for others that there is life after
Yeah.
abuse. Thank you so much for being honest and open today and speaking your truth, because I know it was difficult for you today, and I appreciate. Thank you.
Thank you
Have
so
you got
much.
one last word to say before we go at all? Anything
No, I just want to say thank you.
Okay. Thanks, Qursam.
Thank
Take
you.
care.
Take care. Bye.
Thank you for joining us on Heal with the Real. We hope today's story reminded you that healing is possible, and that no matter where you are on your journey, you're not alone. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with someone who might need to hear it. You can subscribe, leave a review, or connect with us online for more tools, inspiration, and survivor led support. Until next time, be kind to yourself, stay connected, and remember, healing isn't always linear, but every step forward counts. This is Heal with the Real, where survivors rise and stories inspire change. If there was anything in there that you found difficult, we're going to put some links in the description, just so that you can get support if you are a survivor that is going through domestic abuse right now. Thank you for listening.